All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, guys. So I'm so glad you're all here today. We're gonna get started in child's pose. So you're gonna come onto your mat. I'm gonna walk over mine. And we're gonna bring our knees to the edges of our mat, our big toes to touch. And then sink your hips all the way down as you walk your hands all the way up. Drop your head onto the ground. And as you get started here, take a really deep grounding breath in. And then let it out. Take another deep breath in. And let it out. Maybe your day was a little bit crazy and different today, or maybe it was just different from what it's normally like. But in this little space, with your face still pressed down onto the mat, and your arms just kind of sitting on either side of you. This is your little bubble. No one can mess with you here. This is your little space where you get to feel exactly what you need to feel, whatever sadness, whatever joy, whatever frustrations have come up in these past few weeks and this past day. This is your little space where you get to reconnect. Start to notice how you are breathing. If you're taking really short and shallow breaths, or if you're able to really pull it all the way along, up and into, through the bottom of your stomach, filling you all the way up to the top of your throat. And as you exhale out, feel that breath come off the mat and bounce back onto your face. Good. Take another breath in. Let it go with a sigh. Deep inhale through your nose. Breathe it out of your mouth with a sigh. Walk your fingertips over towards that right corner of your mat. You're still in child's pose. But now you'll feel a deep stretch all the way through your left hip, through your armpit, through your fingers. Inhale and come back to center. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of you. Once again, finding that stretch from your hip to your right fingers. Inhale and come back to center. Just take a few more breaths here in this child's pose. Find a few more breaths here in this space that belongs to you. thing about this whole experience that we're all living with, that we're all trying to make our way through, is that there really are no rules. There's no right or wrong way to adjust to this, do anything the way we do. And so however we do it for ourselves. We come back to this little space where no one can mess with us. Start drawing yourself up to a tabletop position. Press your hands and knees into the mat. Press the tops of your toes down onto the ground. Bring your gaze between your thumbs. Notice that long energy line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Drop your stomach towards the floor. Reach your collarbones and your gaze up. Take a breath in. Exhale, arch your back, bring your gaze all the way towards your navel, breathe it out. Deep breath in, stomach drops low, collarbones broad and look up. Deep breath out, spine arches, gaze goes in. Inhale, dump your stomach low, broaden your collarbones, look up. And exhale. As you start to find one breath and one movement, let your inhales and exhales keep on working their way into your spine. Just find a few more moments here to notice what your back needs to feel. Exhale, sink your hips back towards your heels, sitting up tall. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right arm behind you. Take a twist. Look back over your shoulder. Notice how your exhale empties all of you out. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your other arm behind you. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, drop your right hand onto the ground and reach your left arm up overhead as you take a side body stretch. Notice how your left hip lifts up off the ground and see if you can anchor it back down onto your heel. And then sweep your left arm down to the ground. We'll come back to that child's pose for a moment. Inhale, roll back up. Reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your left hand onto the ground. Reach your right arm all the way up. Your gaze, follow your thumb. Anchor down to your right sit bone. Take one more breath in. Maybe reach a little bit further. Exhale to that sweeping child's pose again. Inhale, roll all the way up, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back to the ground. We'll come back to tabletop, stacking your wrists, stacking your knees. Maybe you take a little movement to your spine again, feeling it out as you need to. Then inhale, reach your right arm up again. Twist all the way open, bring your right fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Your right hand comes under your shoulder and your cheek goes towards the ground. Inhale, reach back up. Reach the right fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Drop your shoulder down. Keep your hips high. Feel that deep twist. Inhale, reach your left arm back up. Exhale, bring your hand onto the ground. We're going to start to tuck our toes, lift our knees, send our hips up and back to a downward facing dog. It's this upside down V shape. And then pedal out your heels here. Maybe bend your knees, maybe lift up onto your tiptoes. Take any movements that feel really nice. Good, take one more breath in. And as you exhale out, melt your heels even closer to the floor. Inhale, roll yourself all the way forward to a high plank. Your shoulders stack over your wrists. Exhale, drop your knees down to the ground. Let your chest and chin melt between your hands. Keep your hips up. Inhale, scoop your chest up and through, little baby cobra. Push into your hands here, just high enough that you can lift them up off the ground. Keep your gaze strong over your nose. Exhale, plant your hands and your hips all the way back to a child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out, feel it on your face. Inhale, tuck your toes, rising up. Exhale, send your hips up and back, down dog. We'll make our way into that little sequence again. So inhale, roll all the way forward, high plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Sink your chest and chin. Inhale, peel all the way up, little baby cobra. Exhale, sink your hips back, child's pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, down dog. And then start to walk your feet all the way up between your hips. Make these steps as slow and small as you can. Feel it in your hamstrings. And then grab opposite elbows to the top, let everything just kind of dangle down. You might take a little shake from side to side or up and down. You might just let your weight hang heavy. Don't be afraid to take a little bend in the knees just to get yourself really deep into your hamstrings. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let your arms drop down. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up overhead. Bring your gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach both arms up. Catch your left wrist with your right hand. Take a side bend all the way to your right. And bring your gaze underneath your left armpit. Inhale, reach back up, switch your wrists. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Reach the crown of your head out towards the front of the room. Find a nice flat back. Feel this one to start. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step back to a high plank. You might drop your knees here, but we're going to lower chaturanga. Feel what works right in your body this evening. Inhale, peel your chest up and forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 more deep breaths here. And even though I can't hear you guys, let those breaths be so loud that maybe the person in the next room does. Good, take one more breath in. On your exhale, rise up to your toes and bend your knees, and then hop, step, or float up between your knees. Inhale, press your hands to your shins, reach the crown of your head out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your hands to your shins, reach the crown of your head out. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to that higher plank, and then lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop up and forward, up dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths here. Hey Google, turn on light. Nice. Take 2 more breaths here. Maybe you have Google turn on your lights too. Bottom of your next breath, hop, step, or jump yourself up to the top of your mat. Inhale, press your hands to your shins, the crown of your head reaches out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands press to your shins. Exhale, take your full vinyasa, our chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Let it move with your breath as you need it to, and we'll all meet in that downward facing dog. Good, guys. Bottom of your next breath. Hop, step, and jump your feet up between your hands. Inhale, reach the crown of your head out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Heel toe your feet to the edges of your mat and point your toes slightly out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink yourself all the way down to a low malasana squat. Your hips come down between your heels. Maybe you take a couple of wiggles here in this space where no one can see you. Move around to find that spot that your hips feel like you can sit into it without being too cranky. And then lift your heart. Close your eyes. Take a really deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, stand all the way up tall. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take your full vinyasa to down dog or go right to your down dog, your choice. Inhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Spin your left heel onto the mat. Bring both arms up by your ears for warrior one. Find yourself pushing into that front foot, rolling down to the blade edge of your back left. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame your front foot. Spin back onto your left toes, step back, take your full vinyasa. Inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands for warrior one on the other side. Right heel goes down, both arms come up. Exhale, both hands come down. Step back, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths. Bottom of your exhale, hop, skip, or jump your feet forward between your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink your hips. Swing your arms up past your ears for chair pose. Exhale, sit all the way tall, hands to your heart. Inhale, sink your hips, lift your arms, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Inhale, step your right foot forward for warrior one. Left heel down, both arms up. Exhale, hands come down, take your vinyasa. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, vinyasa. Good. In this down dog, notice if you stopped breathing. Maybe notice if you were holding your breath as you move through those shapes. Use this as your opportunity to take a deep breath in through your nose. Blow it right back out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Bottom of your exhale, hop, skip, or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips sink, arms rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your full vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Good, take 3 deep breaths here. We're gonna work our way through this last sun beat, putting a little bit more hold into our postures, giving ourselves a chance just to feel them slightly deeper. So inhale, step that right foot forward between your hands with more control than you want to have. Left heel spins down, both arms come up. As you sink deep here, notice if you can pull that right hip back, pressing your hands towards each other. Gaze is up towards the thumb. Sink a little deeper. Good. Exhale, bring both hands down to frame your front foot. Inhale, peel your right arm up in the air. Little easy twist here. Gaze towards that right thumb. Heel kicking strong back on your left foot. Exhale, bring your right hand back. Step back to that high plank, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, warrior one. Notice your hips again. Pull the left hip back, right hip squares off. Exhale, bring both hands down. Inhale, peel your left arm up, twisting to the other side. Gaze is strong and high. Exhale, bring your left hand down, step back to a high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Drop your knees onto the mat. Take them as wide as you can. And then sink your hips all the way back to your heels for child's pose again. Notice how this child's pose maybe feels a little bit different than your first one. If you're able to find a little bit more depth, or maybe just surrender to it slightly more. Good. Inhale, rise up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up onto your toes. Exhale, melt the blade edges of your feet over to the left. Let your heels drop to the left. You'll find that same stretch up your right hand side. It might feel familiar. We found something similar to this in our child's pose before. Inhale, lift back up to your toes. Exhale, drop your heels to the other side. Good. Inhale, lift back up to your toes. And then melt your heels down. Step your feet all the way to the blade edges of your mat. And then walk your hands between your feet. Start to drop your hips down. Take your Malasana again. Press your hands to each other. Use that pressure of your triceps against your knees to really start to straighten out through your spine. Good. Reach your left hand out towards your left toes. So keep your arm to the inside of your knee and reach your right arm up. Take a little garland pose here. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, sweep that right arm down to the inside, reaching past your right toes. Reach the left arm up. Exhale, bring that hand down. Plant your hands back onto the mat. Send your hips high. Little mini wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands back up to the top of the mat. Find your down dog. And then hop, step, or jump your feet up between your hands. Grab opposite elbows. Take a little rock again. And then sink your hips down, lift your arms, chair pose. You've been here before. Now we're going to feel it a little bit more deeply. See if you can rock your weight more towards the middle than back of your feet so you can lift your toes. And then reach your fingertips towards one another. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Bend your left knee as you peel your right arm up towards the ceiling. Take an open twist. Keep both of your big toes together. Exhale, put your hand down. Inhale, peel your left arm up, your right knee will bend. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach out halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Bend your elbows, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Step your right foot up between your hands. Drop your left knee onto the ground. Untuck your left toes. Both arms go all the way up for low lunge. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale, sink your hips towards your left heel as you straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your heart as you begin to fold over that leg and then balance. Without dropping your hips down towards your heel. Still pulling your right toes towards your face. Super deep stretch up the back of your right hamstring, but it's strengthening in your left quad. Inhale, scoop forward to your low lunge again. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Once more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, come forward. Plant your left hand. Tuck your left toes. Lift that knee up and then peel that right arm open again. Good. Take one more breath. Exhale, drop your left knee back onto the ground and wrap that right arm behind your back. You'll feel an opening in your right shoulder as you peel it away from your body. Then inhale, scoop your left arm up in the air. Move backwards towards those left toes. And yes, I did just check to see which foot that was. Feel free to do the same. Good, take one more breath. Windmill both arms down onto the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step yourself back to a high plank. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Deep breath out. Inhale, up dog. Deep breath out. Downward facing dog. Find your breath here if you lost it. Inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee, untuck your right toe. Lift both arms all the way up high. Good, one more breath here. On your exhale, we're going to that half split again. So start sinking your hips towards your heel. Bring your hands to your heart. Folding over that leg, still keeping your hips lifted, quads engaged, toes active. Inhale, scoot back up and forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, sink forward. Exhale, back. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go back. Inhale, come forward, plant your knees. Plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Then inhale, peel that left arm up in the air. Gaze follows your thumb. Good. Follow your breath. Then drop your right knee down, untuck your toes. Rock your left hand behind your back like we did before. Inhale, reach your arm all the way up in the air. That right hand reaches up, your gaze goes back towards your foot. Good. Exhale, bring both hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to a high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Drop your knees down to the mat, take them as wide as you would like, and find your child's pose again. Take as many deep breaths as you need here. Come back to your breath. To melt some softness into any part of your body that is looking for it, without moving away from those bits that make you uncomfortable. We can't find comfort in the things that we do unless we lean directly into the things that we don't like. Unless we lean into the parts that make us a little bit uncomfortable. You can start to bring your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And then hop, step, or jump your feet forward between your hands. Inhale, press your hands to your shins, the crown of your head reaches out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, take your vinyasa to your down dog. Good. Step your right foot up between your hands. Spin your left heel down. Wiggle your arms open to warrior two. I'm just going to turn myself around so I can see you guys. And you're not actively staring at my butt. Find a nice deep bend in that front right knee. Stretch your arms out to the sides. See if you can bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. Inhale, take a peaceful warrior. Left hand drops down, right arm lifts up high. And then exhale right away to extended side angle. Forearm onto the quad, left arm up overhead. If you're looking to go a little bit deeper, you might bring the right hand onto the ground outside of your foot. Good. Inhale, stand up on two straight legs. Hands come to your heart and sink down to your left hip for Skandasana. Your right leg is straight. You might stay here, or you might take that arm variation from our squat before, where the left arm reaches out and the right arm comes up. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Exhale to stay. Inhale, we're going to take Skandasana on the right leg, so keep it really low. Crawl yourself right down and over. And then plant your right hand outside of your right foot. We're going to gently pick ourselves up into a half move. Left whole side body opens up. I try to not knock over my space heater. And we make that one straight line with the body. Good, one more breath here. Exhale, gently begin to bend that right knee and silently and softly step your foot to the back of the mat. We'll land back in warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, that right leg. And then hinge all the way out towards your right toes. Good. Drop the hand down to triangle pose. Left arm reaches up high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, windmill that hand all the way down to the ground. Step back to a high plank. And take your full vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog and down dog. Good. Come back to your breath here. Inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Spin that right heel down onto the mat. Windmill your arms up and open warrior two. Inhale, take a peaceful warrior. Left arm scoops up. And then right away, exhale to your extended side angle. Forearm to quad, or hand all the way onto the ground, your choice. But keep spiraling your ribs open. Good, inhale, stand all the way up, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, sink down into that right leg for Skandasana. Decide where your hands want to stay. At your heart, we're coming all the way open. Take one more breath. Inhale, find your Skandasana on the other side. Stay nice and low. Just for a moment. And then your left hand comes out in front of your foot, and you pick yourself up into your half moon. Hips are still staying open, still stacking. Right toes still full of energy. Right hand lifts up. Good, take one more breath, peel open a little higher. Maybe you fall out, and then you come right back in. And then bend your standing left knee. Plant your foot gently in the back of the mat. Warrior two for a breath. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Hinge all the way out towards your toes. Exhale, drop your hand down, peel your right arm up. One more breath in. Exhale, bring both hands down onto the mat. Step back to your high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, hop, step, or jump forward between your hands. Plant your back down, and right away, feet lift up, both toes. My Tuesday friends, I can hear you right now. It's okay. I know that you love this. Take one more breath here. See if you can lift your toes a little higher. Maybe a little bit more. Let them softly float their way onto the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Plant your hands next to your legs. Flex your toes really hard. Tuck your chin to your chest. See if you can find the activeness in this very still posture. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold. You might wrap your peace sign fingers around your big toes and start to bend your elbows and pull down deeper. Or you might bring your hands onto your shins. But work on keeping your back nice and flat, sitting up and out of your sit bones. Working your chest towards your ankles. Inhale, roll back up. Plant the sole of your right foot onto the ground. And then inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, take a gentle twist. Your left elbow can hook over your right knee. Your right arm comes behind you. If you'd like to work on taking the bind here, wrapping your arm behind your leg to catch it with your other hand, you do you. Find your thing. Good. Bring your left hand to the top of your right knee and carefully let that knee fall out to the side. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, come back up. Send your right leg out, pull your left leg in. Let your knee point at the ceiling as you hook and twist. Right elbow, left knee. Get your back and crack, that was really nice. Inhale, bring that hand to the top of the knee, let it fall out to the side. And then fold yourself over that leg. Good. Inhale, come back up slowly. Pull your knees into your chest and just gently rock yourself over to hands and knees again. Take a little movement from side to side, just feeling out your spine. And then slide your right shin up behind your hands. Your right knee will come to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left wrist. So kind of like twister. And then walk your back foot back. And just sit here tall for a moment. Maybe you reach your head up. And then drape yourself all the way down over your leg. Walk your hands out in front of you. Use them to make a pillow under your face. If this does not feel good in your hips tonight, in your body tonight, you can come onto your back and cross your right ankle over the top of your left knee. Pull that knee into your chest. And you'll find the same opening all the way up the outside of your right hip. Wherever you land, close your eyes. Notice the muscles that you're hanging on to here. Those places where you're still trying to find some tension. Maybe because it feels familiar. Can you breathe into those spots? Can you let them know that it is okay to let go? That it's okay to find some rest. We get so used to being on this high alert, to taking everything so seriously because you have to. We forget that we're allowed to find little bits of joy in things. And we can find the positives among all the things that may be scary. In those moments since you went still, notice if you tense up again. And then notice that even though the shape is different, you're still back in that little space. You're still back in that little space where no one can mess with you. And then let go a little bit more. Whatever you are feeling, stay with it. Just another few breaths. And gently walk your hands back in under your shoulders. If you're on your back, pull both knees to your chest. Tuck your back toes, lift your leg just enough that you can ease yourself back to tabletop. Maybe you take some wiggles here. Maybe you make circles with the one hip. Good. Just take another breath here. And as you're ready, slide your left shin behind your hands. Move that leg back. If you're on your back, you can cross the left ankle over the right knee. And sit tall for a moment again. Reach your heart out. And exhale, fold all the way over your leg. And start to walk your hands back in. Guide yourself back to a tabletop. Taking any motion with that left leg. You're going to sit back to your heels. Swing your legs out in front of you. And come all the way onto your back. Pull your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. A little rock from side to side. Any other motions or movements that feel good and help to bring your back. your practice together. And then as you are ready, you'll work your way towards your final rest. Your feet will float down to the corners of your mat. Your arms will float by your sides. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take rest. Shavasana. So much sooner than you want to. I'm going to really deep breaths. Just start to work its way. Let it work its way to your fingers and your toes. You might find a wiggle there, a twist with your wrists. Motions that slowly get bigger until you stretch your arms all the way overhead. The spot where no one can mess with you doesn't have to be child's pose. You can't always find that in every aspect of our lives. The spot where no one can mess with you is that spot where you're able to find joy, where you're able to find hope and love, all of the crazy. It's that spot where you're able to look at all the things that you're feeling and say, it's okay. I can handle these at my own pace. I can deal with them as they come up. Put your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug and a little rock from side to side. And very, very gently, however you need to, make your way up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room or the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Inhale and reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Together, take one more breath in. Exhale it out with a sigh. And as always, the light in me sees and honors and loves all of the divine light in you. We bow to each other and say namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It was so good to see all of you, especially those of you who I haven't seen in a while or family members who are finally taking my class the first time. I love you all. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Lisa, thank you so much for setting this up for us. If you have questions, guys. Oh, there's Lisa. Hey. I think we're good. Lisa, are we good?
Hi, Kelly.
Hi. Oh, we're gonna crawl up front here. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. Have an awesome night.
Thank you, Kel.
Bye.
That was awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Loved it.
I can hear my mom's voice. I can't see her, but I can
Here I
hear.
am.
There she is. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Cal. Thanks so much. Oh, here
So
comes
welcome.
Here comes our buddy.
Thanks, Kelly.
Here's Hunter. Guys, everyone look at Hunter. That's what you really want to see here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right,
It was
thanks.
good to see you
See you.
guys.
Thank you, Kelly.
Bye,
Bye,
Cal.
guys.
Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. It's good to see you, Dave.
See you too.
Look, there's our Jimmy.
Oh, there's Quinn. Hello, Quinn. I'm so glad that you guys did yoga with me tonight.
We loved it.
Yay. Bye, guys.
Bye, Lisa.
See ya. Oh, and there's Shay. Hi. Guys, those are the two cutest yoga people you'll ever see. So make sure you just keep rooting for those too. Lisa, thank you so much for setting all of this up.
Cal, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my God, my internet went off right when you were pulling everybody out of Shavasana.
Oh my, it's a sign. We should have just stayed in Shavasana.
I know. Did you?
Nothing went out. It all still worked. Oh, you're frozen though.
Usually I could unmute everyone.
Okay, I think they were all kind of unmuting themselves. It seemed to be okay.
That frame.